Hi Year 3, welcome back. Now, this literacy lesson today is very exciting because today is the day that you are going to be writing your newspaper report all about Charlie getting Mr. Wonka's factory. So do make sure that you have done Monday and Tuesday's work before you start today's because you're going to need it to help you. Okay, so on Monday we looked at the features of a newspaper report. Can you remember what those features are? Okay, pause the video, make a list of them. You should be experts on this now and you should be able to remember all of them. Okay, so we have got our headline, the name of the newspaper report, the introduction paragraph with the 5 W's, a conclusion paragraph to think about the future, facts about the main event, some quotes that were generated yesterday, pictures with captions, and then these two here are also very, very important. We've got the past tense, because remember, the newspaper report is reporting on something that has already happened. So we will be writing in the past tense, and it will also be written in third person. Okay, so the audience of our writing is going to be the village, the town that Charlie lives in. Okay, so everybody in that town is going to read this newspaper report and possibly people from different countries as well. Okay, this is going to be big news about this chocolate factory. Now, the purpose of our writing is to inform people about the event that has happened. So we need to make sure that the information that we're including is relevant, okay? People don't want to be wasting their time reading a newspaper report with irrelevant information in. So have a look at these phrases here, okay? We've got unfortunately, in a land far away, yesterday evening, I'm going to tell you a tale about, he told our reporter, and once there lived. Now, I want you to think about these phrases and sort them out into these two groups. Now, things you would expect to find in a newspaper report and things you wouldn't expect to find in a newspaper report. So pause the video now and sort these phrases into two groups. Okay, let's see how you did. Let's go through them and decide whether it belongs in a newspaper report or it doesn't belong in a newspaper report. Our first one is unfortunately. Okay, now unfortunately does belong in a newspaper report. Okay, so well done if you got that one. We could say unfortunately the other 4 children didn't get the chance to get the factory because they had horrific things happen to them. Okay, so it's a good sentence starter to use. Next one we've got in a land far away. Now I hope everybody's got this one on this side. This does not belong in a newspaper report. This might be in a story when we are telling a story about something, but it's not going to be in a newspaper report. Next, we've got yesterday evening, and that does belong in a newspaper report because you are reporting on the events that have happened. Next, I'm going to tell you a tale about. Now, you should spot that this definitely doesn't belong in a newspaper report because we will be writing in third person, okay, and this is not written in third person. Next, we've got he told our reporter. This does belong in a newspaper report, the big clue here being reporter. Okay, so this could be when you are introducing a quote to your newspaper report, you might have that. And then the last one, of course, doesn't belong in a newspaper report. Again, this might be used when you are telling a story. So well done if you got those correct. Now we are ready to write our newspaper report. Let's have a look at an example. Okay, so I've got my name of the newspaper report at the top here. I have just gone with the Abbott Express. Okay, and then the headline, this needs to be nice and eye-catching for the reader to see. Now, my headline is Chocolate Factory has new owner, and I definitely think you can come up with a more exciting headline than that. Okay, then for the picture, you can draw a picture here, maybe of Charlie and Willy Wonka shaking hands in agreement. It could be anything, but make sure you do include a caption. Okay, so I just put people gathering outside the factory to see the new owner. And then here is the main part of my newspaper report. Now, mine is shorter because I can't fit as much text in, so let's have a read through together. Yesterday, at the end of the Golden Ticket event at the famous chocolate factory, Willy Wonka rewarded one of his guests with full ownership of his factory. The lucky winner was the final Golden Ticket winner, Charlie Bucket. When Mr. Wonka was asked about his decision, he replied, I decided to invite 5 children to the factory, and the one I liked best at the end of the day would be the winner. So there we've got the quoting from the eyewitness. The other ticket winners were not pleased. I have big plans for the factory. There will be amazing new inventions, says new factory owner Charlie Bucket. The whole town are excited to see what changes Charlie brings and hope it will liven up the town again. So remember in that final paragraph you are talking about the future, thinking about what happens next, giving the reader some clues. Okay, so you've got a blank version of this in your pack and it's now your turn to write. Please do send me these once you have finished them. I would love to read them. Okay, well done for this work on newspaper reports, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for another literacy lesson.